The unbreakable bond. The story is a raw look at the life of a 16-year-old girl 16F trapped in the fallout of her parents' brutal divorce and endless custody battles. The initial split was already difficult, fueled by her father's past issues with alcohol. Although he sobered up and eventually achieved 50-50 custody, the arrival of his new wife, the stepmother, when the narrator was 7, only escalated the war. The core of the conflict was the narrator's mother's deep-seated refusal to accept the stepmother as a parental figure. The mother routinely told the children that the stepmother was not a real parent, had no importance, and had no right to be involved in their lives. This stance was not just emotional, it led to repeated, costly, and emotionally draining court proceedings that even involved the children being interviewed multiple times. The loyalties that divided the family. When the narrator was 12, the fighting reached a breaking point. A massive public argument between the two women in which the mother spewed hateful insults resulted in the father being awarded primary custody. This outcome was a disaster for the children, who hated being kept from their mother. The strength of their loyalty soon became clear, as each of the narrator's older siblings turned 18. They immediately chose to move back in with their mother and went low contact with their father and stepmother. The narrator desperately wanted to follow them, but the stepmother, fearing her mother would poison the remaining children, flatly refused to let her go. The confession in therapy. The sustained conflict eventually led the family to mandated family therapy. In one pivotal session, the father confronted the narrator, asking if she knew all the vicious things her mother had said about the stepmother over the years, names, slurs, and wishes for her death. Then came the defining question: did she agree that the woman who had been a fixture in her life since age 5 was not her real parents? The narrator, tired of the emotional maneuvering, finally spoke her truth. "Yes, I agree with Mom," she told them. "Mom and Dad are the only real parents we'll ever have." The statement was honest but devastating. Her father instantly reacted with fury, accusing her of saying it only to be cruel and to hurt the stepmother. However, for the narrator, the words were simply a declaration of an unbreakable truth forged by years of conflict. Despite the stepmother's presence, the children's loyalty and definition of parents remained firmly with their biological mother.